So the reason I'm making this video today is because I have a really niche and weird problem. I need to connect a Firewire device to my Apple Silicone Mac. And if you're like me, I've only found one solution that can do this. However, it's very expensive. But I wanted to document this process for other people who have the same issue that I'm having. So I have a problem. I'm a skater and I like to film on my Sony HVR Z1U that shoots 1440 by 1080. I love this thing, but it's my burden to bear because this 20-year-old camera, I need to use a Firewire port to get the highest fidelity video signal out of this and into my computer. Otherwise, I'm stuck using RCA cables, and this particular device, I don't get great results with that. And there's also a lot of really cool old tech out there that's still completely functional and as good as tech today, like audio interfaces that still use Firewire. So there's probably multiple reasons you could be looking for this video. You have a Firewire device and you want to use it on an M1 Mac and know if that's even possible. Well, we know that it's possible using a Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3 adapter. They're very hard to find, but if you can find one, great. You also will need to get your hands on a Firewire to Thunderbolt 2. Now, those are becoming extremely difficult to find, and if you do find one, just look at how much they cost. Almost like we're looking at almost $200 on some of these to get one that we know will work, as opposed to something that's like a cheapo version on Temu that might not even work. And if it does work, it might not be the full fidelity that we need. That's a lot of money just to spend on 2 dongles. Now, what if there was a way to spend a little bit more money and get everyday use out of the thing that we use to import our video or our other Firewire devices into our computers with? I would say that's worth it. And I think you would say that is worth it too. Let me introduce to you my harebrained schemed and these 2 monitors back here. Introducing from 2011, the Apple 27-inch Thunderbolt display. It boasts a 16:9 aspect ratio, a 2K resolution, 60 Hz refresh rate, and a baked-in Thunderbolt 800 port. Now, I purchased these 2 beauties off of Facebook Marketplace. Don't look too closely at this one. It is missing the front panel cover, but that's fine. It actually gives it a nice little matte finish. This is just unfinished here. I could always buy one for like 40 bucks on eBay and pop it on afterwards. Now, if you're doing math, that's 2 Firewire 800 ports and 2 monitors that come to $113.50 each. Now that is a good deal because I'm using these every single day, not just to import old skate footage. And after some quick color calibration, they work pretty great. This one's a little bit duller than the other one, but it's not really noticeable once you balance them out. And they needed a little bit of color correction, but that's really easy to do in Control Panel. Now, in order to get these to work with your Apple Silicon Macs, you still need to buy one of those dongles, and that's the Thunderbolt 2 to Thunderbolt 3 conversion adapter. Now, here's where things get dicey because I haven't even checked to see if this will work. All I know is that I got a deal on 2 2K monitors that I really, really like. I don't know if the Firewire works on it yet, so I am going to be testing that out in real time right now. So now this turns into more like a vloggy discovery type thing. All right, so I'm just going to plug this into the Firewire port back here and then turn my camera on, and I'm going to plug into DV. Turn it onto VCR mode. So I've opened OBS just to test to see if this works on principle. If I'm going to ingest footage, I'm going to be setting up a custom ingest setting to capture the 1080i footage, the 1440 by 1920 aspect ratio interlaced in Premiere Pro. But I'm just testing, this is just like a proof of concept. And I'm just going to, for a quick and dirty thing, I'm just going to use OBS. So I've opened OBS, got everything set up in here. And let's see if it'll play back here. Let's rewind a little bit. Hit play. Let's see what we got. Oh, here we go. All right. At least it's playing back. I know. So you can see there's some old skate footage. Cool. So we know that you can use Mac Thunderbolt displays Firewire port to ingest footage on old cameras. So that's pretty great because these are actually a lot easier to find than those Firewire adapters are. So now we know that this works and this is exciting. Now, I'm not importing, if you're like a nerd trying to get these cameras working like I am, I put an old tape in here. I didn't film anything native on there, so the resolution's all off. We're gonna ingest using Adobe Premiere Pro because I can set up everything that's like specifically tailored to this camera and what it captured at, so we get the highest fidelity stuff. You saw there was a little bit of glitching, but that's the camera head being dirty, so all I have to do is just give that a quick cleaning, and I know that it'll work perfectly because that's a common thing with these older cameras, is that you have to clean them more frequently. So I hope that this helped. However, this is not the normal stuff that you will see on my channel, so if this is helpful to you, just give it a thumbs up. Let me know, hey, this was helpful, but you don't have to bother subscribing if you don't want to.